Zach Cox here with Dakota Randall, coming to you from sunny South Florida, just down the road from where the Patriots are practicing this week ahead of Sunday's season opener against the Miami Dolphins. And let's start off with where the Patriots actually are practicing this week. It's a bit of a unusual setup, I would say.
Least, yeah.
In the past, the Patriots, when they have done these kind of weeks on the road, they've practiced at UCLA, they've practiced at the Air Force Academy. This week they are practicing at Palm Beach Atlantic University, which I personally had never heard of this week. Devontae Parker, who played down here for 7 seasons, he said he had never heard of. It's up in West Palm Beach, about an hour north of downtown Miami. And it really looks more like a high school than what you would expect an NFL team to be practicing at.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the reason we decided to come here and do the video here is because if we did it at the university, there's really nothing to look at, and that includes the makeshift goalposts that the Patriots set up because the school doesn't even have a football program, so they don't even have a real football field. So yeah, it was kind of a strange scene. You mentioned earlier that it's not really secure, like it seems like anybody could come look at it. It was kind of like, I think you said, a bootleg operation. Yeah. It was definitely an interesting spot. I mean, the only thing that we really brought here from that setting is all the sweat, because it's incredibly hot. It's a little bit better here with the breeze rolling off the Atlantic, but inland it's incredibly hot. All the buzz about the heat in Miami, it lives up to it. It is quite hot down here.
Yeah, you can see why the benefits of practicing down here for a couple of days, because even though the temperature isn't that much higher than it is back home in Massachusetts, it is significantly more humid. A couple of developments from the practice itself today. 2 important Patriots players back on the field. Isaiah Wynn, starting right tackle. Ty Montgomery, projected third down back, potentially, certainly someone who's going to play a role in the passing game. And I think Montgomery was the, I don't know if more surprising is the right word, but maybe the more significant one, because this was the first time we had seen him back on the practice field since he was carted off in that preseason finale with what initially looked like a serious ankle injury. Now, at this point, we still don't know whether either of those guys are going to be active on Sunday, but just the fact that they were both back on the field at practice today, certainly a positive sign.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think Ty Montgomery, like you said, that was surprising. I think when a lot of us saw that injury happen, when he got helped off the field and then carted off to the locker room, a lot of us thought that might be maybe not season ending, but at least like half the season. We all expected him to go on short-term IR, for the Patriots to find somebody else for the 53-man roster. But I don't know if he's going to play this weekend, but it certainly looks like the injury wasn't nearly as serious as a lot of us thought. And that's a good news for the Patriots, because there's one thing that was clear with him throughout training camp is that the Patriots have a big role in mind for him. He's the clear third down back, the passing down back, sort of replacing James White. Looks like he's going to be really busy. Again, we'll see if he plays Sunday. And on Isaiah Wynn, again, we never really know what we're going to expect from Isaiah Wynn, but if nothing else, the Patriots need stability on that offensive line. They need that group of 5 starters to get reps together, to get cohesion, and I think for him to be out there would be a huge positive for them this weekend.
Yeah, as you mentioned with Montgomery, it was a positive sign when last week they put Tyquan Thornton on short-term IR, did not put Ty Montgomery on short-term IR, so even if he is not able to make it back in the field this weekend, does seem like he will not miss significant time. One final point from today, Bill Belichick did announce the Patriots' 6 captains for the 2022 season. There's 3 returners there. Devin McCourty, Matthew Slater, David Andrews, all 3 of them have been captains for more than a half decade. It's the 12th straight season for McCourty and Slater, 6th straight for David Andrews. One returning captain, Juwan Bentley, he's back in the captaincy after serving there in 2020, but not last season. And then 2 first-timers, defensive end, Dietrich Wise, and starting quarterback, Mac Jones. I don't think anyone's really surprised that Mac Jones is joining that group, even though it's only his 2nd season. We've just been hearing all summer, all spring from his teammates just how he's really taken on that leadership role that he said he wanted to after his rookie year. It certainly seems like he's really earned the respect of everybody in the locker room, and these captains are voted on by the Patriots players, so this is really a kind of stamp of approval from his teammates.
Yeah, definitely. And also good for Dietrich Wise, somebody who clearly, when you talk to coaches and teammates, they all really respect him. He's a good player. It's good to see him get that too, but again, like you said, the headline is Mac Jones getting captaincy in his 2nd year as starting quarterback. Tom Brady got the same thing back in 2002, entering his 2nd season as the Patriots starting quarterback, and it's good. It sort of validates all the stuff that we heard during the offseason. Devontae Parker, really early on, I think in spring practice this said Mac Jones is the kind of vocal leader that the Patriots need. For Jacoby Myers and Damian Harris and other players sort of hyping up his improved leadership throughout the offseason. And so it's good to see that that wasn't all just talk, that he really sort of did deliver behind the scenes. And yeah, it's good for the Patriots that, he is at least somebody we don't know he's going to be a star quarterback in this league, but he's at least somebody who the players feel confident that he can lead them on weekends.
Yeah, that the Jacoby Myers comment from a couple months ago on Mac Jones really stands out. When he was asked whether Mac Jones has taken command of the offense, Myers said, "That's a capital Y-E-S exclamation point, exclamation point."
Yeah, I think last week he said his leadership has been crazy this year.
And certainly today's announcement just gives that even more credence. The Patriots will be back on the practice field at Palm Beach Atlantic on Thursday and on Friday, and then they will have their season opener against the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium on Sunday. Kickoff for that one will be 1 p.m.